Hey guys,
Hey.
Welcome back to our daily life vlogs. Today's vlog, if you're new around here, make sure to click the red subscribe button down below. Today's vlog is going to be all about little Zia Pia, who is right here being snuggled this morning because we have started the morning off with a bang.
As pretty much as always.
The reason this is going to be all about Zia's vlog today is because it started out with someone commented saying on one of our videos, Zia looks so chill and she's just like such a peaceful baby, and we were like, who's baby?
Who are you talking about? Our baby?
We wanted to address that and show you guys a little reality. We were thinking, oh, we'll film like a behind the scenes day of Zia's life, but then we came across this thing because we were talking about that and how Zia's temperament is and her personality. And of course in the vlogs, like, nobody wants to watch babies having tantrums. So and also you can't really vlog when they're having tantrums. So you see all the happy moments and the fun times, but there's also a lot of handful as well.
Yeah.
And I was talking to a good friend of mine who had 2 children, and I remember specifically, although it's been a long time since she had her second one, her first baby, even though she had him when she was very young, he was a very easy baby. And then she didn't have the second one until like 8 years later or something like that. And the second one was a completely different experience. And I remembered her like posting about it a lot on social media and talking about it, like how she was really struggling and having a hard time dealing with everything with this second baby. And I remembered her using a specific term, and I think it was high needs baby. So I googled it and I sent her a message as well, and I was like, hey, what was that you used to always talk about with your little one, about this high needs, or you know, how much of a struggle he was? So she sent me a lot of information, and I saw an article by Dr. Sears talking about the 12 traits of a high needs child, and Zia pretty much fits every single one, maybe not one of them, which I'll tell you about as we get to it. So today's vlog, we're gonna show you Zia throughout the day, and we're gonna talk about all of those 12 traits of a high needs baby. And we wanted to do this vlog because we feel like this just isn't talked about a lot. Like, you always see people with their happy children, easy children, and then if you have a tough child, you think like you're doing something wrong, or there's something wrong with your child. But I think it's completely normal. It's just that people don't talk about.
And I think part of it is because it's not that enjoyable to watch. People like don't want to watch screaming children and upset children. And
even like just amongst themselves, mothers, I think, don't talk about the difficult children as much or their experience, because they almost feel like they're doing something wrong as a mother, like they're failing as a parent, so they don't want to like talk about that.
And another thing that I mentioned to you is that I think some people also avoid sharing and posting content like this, because you will have people out there who will say, why are you filming your child when they're upset? It's not very nice. You know, so they are worried about that judgment and that shame. So there's so much, I think, judgment and shame around like parenting with high needs children and the struggle that comes with that people just don't really talk about it much. So
the thing that I found really helpful is just reading that article, is to know like this is a thing, there's kind of a term for it, there are lots of children like this, and there are lots of parents having the same experience. So if you have a child like this, just know that you're not alone. There's not necessarily anything wrong with your child or with you or your parenting style. So why is Zia so clinging to me this morning and so seemingly upset? Can you see her little face?
Turn it around more. She's got a little red cheek.
This morning categorizes 2 of these traits already. First one, can't put baby down. So with high needs children, they're very clingy like this. Zia is, right now she's clinging to mommy and daddy, which is funny, but for the longest time, like, it was just me. She always wants to be held by me. Can't put her down. I can't even like sit down with her. She wants me to stand up, walk around holding her all the time, which makes it very difficult to get anything done. And you guys know we work from home. Like, that's one of our biggest struggles. The other character trait from this morning is super sensitive. So that's another trait of a high needs child, is that they're super sensitive. What happened this morning is she was having a tantrum, which is common with high needs children. It's like part of the intensity of them. She was having a tantrum because I wouldn't hold her, I wouldn't pick her up. We were trying to get out of the house to come for this walk. I got her dressed, we were walking from the bedroom into the living room towards the front door, and she was like pulling on my legs and having a tantrum, and I'm trying to like hold her hand and walk her with me, and she tripped going through the baby gate, I think. And then when she's having a tantrum, she just like, you know how babies do, they throw themselves. And so she did that, and she bumped her face, fell on the ground. And with a high needs baby, they're super sensitive to everything like that. Any little bump or fall or anything that upsets them, it lasts for a while. Even if she just stumbles, like if we're out here taking a walk and she stumbles, and like she immediately wants to be picked up and held and comforted. So it's draining for the parent, but at the same time, I think it's a good thing that they feel really close and comfortable to you, and they look for you for support. So all of these traits, I find that they're challenging in the moment, but I do think that it's going to make a really good personality and development of the child long term. It's just difficult when you're dealing with it in a toddler. Here's more Zia Pia. So she was just having a little rolling mini tantrum. I don't know why, just because she's moody. I don't know what she wants. You want to tell us what you want? So let's see what applies. I have my little list of traits here. I would say intense. Actually, this isn't intense. I think intense is kind of what she did a bit earlier. It's just everything that she does is like maxed out. So when she's unhappy, she's very unhappy. But also on the flip side, when she's happy, she's super happy and fun and just like the best baby ever. But when she's unhappy, she's very unhappy. And then draining, definitely, because this kind of like just the whinging can go on all day for no apparent reason whatsoever. And that is extremely physically and mentally exhausting. Demanding. She's very demanding. If she wants something, she is going to scream, holler, cry, kick. Look, see, for this, for example, she already had this. It was already open for her. She doesn't actually want to eat them, but she wants me to open them for her repeatedly. Huh? Milk? Milk! Feeds frequently. That's another trait. She's fed probably
10,000?
10,000. 10,000 times already today. And she just says milk because she wants
soothing.
The soothing. Yeah. So she is still breastfed. She is, she eats whole food obviously as well because she's about 21 months now, but she still breastfeeds, and high needs children feed more often than others because it's not just for nourishment for them, it's also a lot of comfort and emotional eating. We also have a high needs dog as well.
She's absolutely boneless.
That's a whole nother topic.
She's like level 10.
Another trait of high needs babies is that they are separation sensitive, which is why I still sit in the back seat with Zia. And yes, there's a dog in the front. There's a high needs dog in the front because the high needs dog cannot be left at home if there's any kind of rain or thunderstorm chance, because she will destroy the house and hurt herself. And then high needs baby back here, first of all, doesn't like her car seat to begin with, never really has, doesn't like to be confined, and she doesn't want to be back here for sure and not be able to see mommy. She never wants to not be able to see mommy.
She hates just being in the seat most of the time.
Yeah, she hates being in the seat. And it's so funny right now because she is actually going through a mommy and daddy phase. So like she wants both of us there all the time. She's taking separation sensitivity to a whole new level.
Quickly telling them about like her nap time routines where like you're taking her back to nap and she's like, Daddy.
Yeah, so now like I take her back to put her down for her nap and she says, Daddy, and she wants both of us to go back there and lay down with her until she falls asleep. Another characteristic of high needs children is that they're very demanding. This one, we just tried to take a walk outside. The whole time she's walking in front of me, saying, hold me, hold me, hold me, whining. Now she's crying with intensity because she's just cranky and she's demanding to be held.
Oh.
Very demanding. If she wants something, she's gonna have attitude, and like you can't just go about your day and forget that she wants it. She's gonna never let up until she gets what she wants.
And I mean, tell them how you do your best to not just give in to like all her demands. You know what I mean? So like, very often you won't, which is why her behavior escalates.
And it's why it goes on for so long. Like she'll have.
You don't just give her something to distract herself.
She'll have whines like this, or tantrums, even big tantrums for like 45 minutes straight. Feeds frequently again. Look, see, she's just demanding milk. Unsatisfied. Another trait of Heine's children is that they're unsatisfied. So this one, she's still demanding milk, and she's fed like 5 times in the past hour just for comfort. And look at her face. That breaks my heart. You can give them everything and they're just not satisfied. We're gonna have milk in a second when we get ready for bed, okay? Unpredictable. Unpredictable is another trait of Heine's children. You never know. It works both ways. You never know what's gonna set them off, what's gonna trigger them, and also you never know what's gonna work. So like, you'll find that some things work. We've tried to figure out the secret to like getting her to sleep well. As soon as we find something that we think, ooh, that bath with Epsom salt and essential oils really helped her sleep, then like the next night it doesn't. So every time we think we find something that works, she proves us wrong. She's very demanding. Okay guys, we're getting ready for bed now, which brings us to Sia's trying to give you some of her juice. Okay baby, they had some. Thank you, that's very sweet to share. Our last 2 traits of a high needs child, and that is, oh, now she's giving me juice. Thank you. Awakens frequently. So Sugar Girl is definitely not the greatest sleeper. She has not slept through the night since she was about 4 months old. When we hit the 4-month sleep regression, that was the end of it. She slept through the night about twice before that. So 2 times ever in her life, she slept straight through 8 hours. She will often wake up. Typical night is probably like 4 times, and it can be as bad as 15 times in a night, and I think the best would probably be twice. So she definitely she wakes up during the night and she wants snuggles and she wants to be fed all the time. And the last one is not a self-soother, which is why they also wake up frequently during the night. So this applies during the day and night though. She's not a self-soother during the day. If something happens that upsets her, she needs mommy to help her feel better. And during the night when she wakes up or to go to sleep, she needs snuggles and cuddles, and she needs her mommy. And now you're getting a slight taste of what it's like to try to do anything during the day, and look, she gets upset as soon as things are not going her way. The only other trait that we haven't mentioned yet is hyperactive. This is the only one that I don't really feel like Zia is. She gets a little like hyper bursts, usually in the evenings around 5 o'clock until she's going to bed. But in general, I would not classify her as a hyperactive child. I wouldn't describe her as hyperactive. So that is the one thing that I don't feel like truly fits her. And there we go with the milk again, and the demanding and the intensity and everything else of a high needs baby. So I hope you guys just found this informative. Maybe you can relate to it if you have a high needs child. We really just wanted to share this because we want the topic to be out there. I found one of the most helpful things for me was just to know that this is a thing. It's a real thing. Children are, like, it's just their personality, and it's something that needs to be nurtured in a specific way. And it's not that you're just a bad parent or you don't know how to parent. It's just that your child is different than maybe most other children that you see. I found that the most important thing is just to learn about it so that you can understand your child better, be empathetic towards them, and be there for them to support them through all of their emotions that they have, because they are very emotional. But you still have to draw some boundaries to protect yourself, because if you're completely worn out, then it's really difficult to parent these kinds of high needs children. So you need to still take care of yourself as best as you possibly can while juggling a high needs baby as well. And the more rest you have, the more patience you can have, it helps you parent them better and support them. Because especially like with her tantrums, we don't always just give in to her and give her everything that she wants, which means long tantrums sometimes. But the key is, at least for me, my belief to approaching that is just to be there and support her through it. So I take her to a safe space and just offer to hold her. I always ask if she wants to be held or if she wants her space. And then I just sit with her until she gets through it, and I let her know that I'm there for her, but I don't necessarily just give her what she wants, and I definitely don't ignore her either. So I hope you guys found this interesting. I would love to know in the comments below, are you someone who has a high needs child? Oh, you're pointing below? You're so smart. Good job. You better do what Zia says, huh? Comment down below. And I would love to hear as well if you have multiple children and maybe you had some that were very easy children, some that were high needs children. So let us know that stuff in the comments down below. Yeah, down below. And make sure you click the red subscribe button down below, down below. We'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Great job, Z. Also, I will put the link down below for the Dr. Sears article on these 12 traits of high needs children. So you can click that link below and read more about it as well.